Welcome to another Cardano update. So Cardano is still in a second wave move down and maybe we have bottomed, but I cannot confirm that yet. And just to remind you, here in the first wave move up, we went up into an A, B, C structure and I kind of wanted to see 5 waves to the upside. We did not get 5 waves and that's not really bearish in a way. We did get to my third wave targets right here. We got to the 200% extension and we even got to the 2.272 extension, which was fine. But after the third wave right here, which right now is the C wave, I was expecting a fourth and then a fifth wave to happen, and we did not get that. We actually went down into a much larger correction, and I don't know if the correction is done. It looks like it's done, but it's not confirmed that the low is in right here because we did not really get above any of these previous highs. So we have to get above this B wave high, which is the B wave of this second wave right here. And once we get above that B wave, then chances that we have bottomed are only going to increase. Now, even if we get above this B wave right here, even then we will not be able to confirm that the second wave is actually in. To confirm that the second wave is actually in, I need 5 waves to the upside, and yeah, what we got right here, I mean, this looks like a 1-2 setup, but it's not very clear what it is. I mean, it's kind of difficult to say right now, but the RSI has cooled off quite a bit and the price did not go down that much right here, so maybe we're about to get a pump, I'm not sure. Now, if we do get a pump, I want to see the price break above this trend line right here first. And this trend line is very important. As you can see, we have 2 touch points and here we got rejected by it, which, was not really that great. So if we want to prove that Cardano actually can stand a chance against Bitcoin and against the other altcoins in this cycle, we kind of have to go above this trend line. Now, of course, there is a chance that we get rejected by it again. And maybe it's going to be a fake rejection, maybe we'll touch it, maybe we get rejected after that, and then we get above it. I don't know. We have to see what happens with that. And after we get above the trend line, then we should get above the bull market support band, which, by the way, had a cross a few weeks ago, which is very, very bullish. It's a very bullish indicator. And then after we do that, we should get to my third wave target zone right here, which is at 53 cents. So 53 cents is the minimum target for this third wave right here, which, by the way, if you didn't understand, it's the third wave of this 1-2 setup, and this third wave needs 5 waves up, and right now I'm only tracking the first wave, and then after that we should get the other waves. And like I said, this wave needs to get to at least this 200% extension, which is at 53 cents, and I know that's a lot, and that would put us above the bull market support band and even above this previous high right here. And after that, you can expect a fourth wave and then a fifth wave right here. And after we get 5 waves up, I will be able to confirm that the second wave right here, the main second wave of this cycle, is actually in. Until we get 5 waves, I cannot confirm that it's in. Now, of course, if we get above the trend line and if we get above the bull market support band, that's going to increase the chances that the second wave move down is actually in, because we have not been above the bull market support band for the past 5 months. So going above it would be a very, very good sign that maybe the low is actually in, and we'll have to see what happens with this. Obviously, I cannot see the future, but if we do get at least 3 waves, it's not going to 100% confirm that we have bottomed, but it's going to be very, very likely that we have bottomed, because as you can see, we are in a downtrend right now and we keep putting in lower lows and lower highs. So if we want to break this trend, we have to put in a higher low, which should go above this previous low right here of the first wave. And we can even get above this lower high. And once we do that, then again, it will not confirm that the correction is over, but it will at least give us an idea of what's going on in the market. Now, if we do get another low in the second wave move down, which, I mean, it is likely to happen. I'm not saying that it will happen, but if we do get another low in this move right here, it could touch this trend line and it could get very close to invalidating the first wave move to the upside. And the first wave move to the upside started at 22 cents. So if we get below 22 cents, that will invalidate the entire structure, which in my opinion would not be the best, and the bulls need to pretty much keep the price above that level if we want a more bullish cycle for Cardano. But right now, I mean, we are at 35 cents, so in my opinion, the only way to get to that level is if Bitcoin somehow decides that it wants to drop like 10K in 1 hour or so, and maybe get like the 50% extension right here in the fourth wave move down. Now, like I said many times, I'm not sure if the fourth wave move down is actually in. Maybe we'll get another low, which would not be the best for the altcoins because many altcoins will get very close to invalidating their first wave move to the upside. But by the way this chart is looking right now, it really does look like we will get another low. And I don't know how low it will be. I mean, maybe it's going to only go to like 48K or so. It does not have to touch this extension. And you know, it's highly unlikely that it will happen because September is not usually a very bearish month for Bitcoin. It's only a boring month for Bitcoin. So yes, we tend to close red wicks in September on the Bitcoin chart, but these wicks, they are nothing too crazy. I mean, they are like maybe 5% to 10% down, so it's not quite a lot. And if we do drop, I mean, let's actually check out where Bitcoin was on September 1st. So it was at about 58K. From that to about 44K, that's about a 23% drop. We never went down 23% in September, so I don't think that's going to happen. We already had a 10% crash in September, and this lines up perfectly with the other Septembers of the previous 10 years, so we should not get another low in the main fourth wave. Well, not the main fourth wave, this is the fourth wave of the main third wave. But maybe we'll touch the support level again, which is at 51K, before we bounced in October, because usually October is a very bullish month for Bitcoin. So maybe we'll do that. And, you know, I don't know what will happen. And I mean, Bitcoin dominance is currently still going sideways, and it has been going sideways for about, let's say, 40 days now. So I'm still waiting to get another pump on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And obviously, if we do go up in Bitcoin dominance, then Cardano is most likely going to go down, because Cardano, I believe, is in top 10 right now, and it has a much larger market cap than some other altcoins, for example, ICP or Matic or Near Protocol. And you know, this impacts the Bitcoin dominance chart more than the other altcoins. Now, obviously, it still does not impact the Bitcoin dominance chart as much as the other altcoins. For example, Ethereum and Solana. I mean, Ethereum and Solana are pretty much the most important coins right now for the Bitcoin dominance chart, and of course Binance Coin as well, because they are at a much higher market cap. So Cardano is currently at a market cap of like 10 to maybe, I don't know, 11 billion or so. I haven't checked in a while, which is not really a lot compared to the other altcoins, for example Solana, like I said, and Binance Coin. So theoretically, Cardano could start going up right now, and that would not really impact the Bitcoin dominance chart that much. So we'll have to see what happens with this. And like I said, as long as we stay above 22 cents, we should be fine. And going below that level right now, it seems very unlikely, because I don't see Bitcoin dropping that much. And if you can remember, the last time we got another low, which was right here, we only got this low because Bitcoin did a similar thing right here. And I don't see this happening again. I mean, it already happened a couple of times already, so I don't really see it happening again. I'm still watching for a third wave move to the upside, a main third wave, and yeah, that will be the beginning of the altcoin season. Well, that would pretty much be the FOMO wave of this cycle, and I'm expecting that third wave move to be very impulsive, much more impulsive than the first wave that we got right here. And I mean, just to show you what an altcoin season looks like, on the Bitcoin dominance chart, for example, Bitcoin dominance went down 45% in 140 days the last time we had an altcoin season. And when this happened, Cardano was doing this right here. And Cardano actually went from 8 cents to $2.50, maybe even $3.10, if you want to call that the fifth wave. Which, you know, when you compare the move that happened right here before the altcoin season to the move that happened during the altcoin season, I mean, it's nothing when you compare it that way. And just to give you some percentages, from this low right here, which, was the pandemic low, and in my opinion, we would not have gotten this low without the pandemic, and the first wave move to the upside actually started here, but then we got invalidated. I already talked about this multiple times, I don't want to repeat it again. From this low right here to the high of the first wave, we went up about, let's say 900%, and from this low of the main second wave and the high of the third wave, we went up another 3000%. And right now, from the low of the main first wave to the high of the main first wave, we went up about 266%. And if we get the calculator, in this cycle we went up 3.375 times less than we did in the previous cycle in the first wave move up. Now, of course, this is the actual first wave move up in my opinion, and in this first wave move up we went up about 300%, which is a lot more similar than what's happening right now, so, keep that in mind as well. But if we compare this first wave move up to the first wave move up that we got right now, then the first wave move up that we got right now went up 3.37 times less than that first wave right there. And let's say we do the same in the third wave. Let's say we go up 3.375 times less than what we did in the previous cycle. If we divide 3100%, 3166% by this number right here, we get 937%, and from this low right here of the main second wave, that would put us at about $2.80 in the main third wave move to the upside. So, keep that in mind. Now, if you want to compare this move that we got right here to the move that we got in the previous cycle, then yeah, they look a lot more similar. But the real first wave is this one right here, because this one that we got before the main first wave in the previous cycle got invalidated. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe like and subscribe. Check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of these charts. And don't forget, Gold members get a personal altcoin analysis each month. So if you want us to cover a specific altcoin for you, we do that for Gold members once a month. If you're interested in that, maybe check it out. And I will see you in the next one.